If you're a U.S. driver, there's one simple device that can slash your gas bill by 57% or more. That means for every 10 gallons of gas you buy, you get 5.5 free. It's kind of like putting $893 to $1,913 back in your pocket each and every year, which is practically the oil company paying for your family vacation. But there's the catch. This won't work for everyone. That said, if you meet the criteria, this device can have some big results. Your SUV can easily get over 29 miles per gallon. With a four-door sedan like a Honda Accord, you can get 59 miles per gallon. And with a hybrid, you can pull out a whopping 109 miles per gallon. The record when using this device is almost 181 miles per gallon. Now, I know this sounds crazy and flat out too good to be true, but this rediscovered device can make your regular, unmodified car sip gas like a hybrid. First, let me tell you what this is not. This has nothing to do with hydrogen cells, scammy fuel additives, the weird water for gas thing, converting your car to electric, revamping your engine, or anything like that. In fact, you do not have to touch your engine with this device. This whole video is dedicated to the one little device that can be used with nearly every car. A device that can slash your gas bill by 57% or more. Wayne from Wisconsin used this trick to take his wife's 2003 Acura MDX from 19 miles to the gallon to 33.4 miles per gallon. That's a 75.7% jump in fuel economy. Now, let me warn you, there's a catch. This device absolutely will not work with some driving styles. Before we go any further, here's the criteria your car has to meet for this to work for you. Number one, your car must be made after 1996. That means if you got a 1990 Honda, this won't work. But a 1996 and up vehicle will work just fine. Second, your car must run on either gasoline or diesel. This doesn't work for electric cars. Third, you must have one of the following car makes. Watch the screen now to see if your car is on the list. As you can see, most of the popular manufacturers are here, such as Ford, Chevy, Dodge, GM, Jeep, Nissan, Toyota, or Honda. And it includes most luxury lines such as Audi, BMW, Mercedes, Cadillac, and Volvo. If you've got a Ferrari, Porsche, Lamborghini, or Lotus, sorry, but I'm not sure if this will work for you. Your driving style probably doesn't match. Now, before I go any further, I want to introduce myself. My name is Damian Campbell, and over the past 2 years, my main job has been uncovering ways to help Americans stay more independent. After one of my videos went viral, it's been seen by over 24 million people to date, I realized that most Americans are desperate to save money on things like food, power, and gas. And more than a little selfishly, I wanted to save money on my fuel bill too. You know how it is. Seems like everywhere you look, prices are getting pumped up. Gas is no different. In fact, according to this chart, it's supposed to keep climbing. That's why if your car is on the list we just talked about, you might want to see this one device that can help you get anywhere from 23 to 57% more distance out of each tank of gas. But I've got to confess, the one simple device I'm about to show you wasn't my discovery. It was uncovered by a fringe group of auto enthusiasts. These are guys that quietly drive through their cities every day, but pay just pennies for the gas they need to do it. Imagine commuting 15 miles to and from work on the same tank of gas for an entire month. Or how would you like to drive the same amount you do now, but fill up once every 8 weeks? That's exactly what these motorheads figured out how to do. But here's the crazy part. They didn't use any engine modifications. There's no secret hardware involved. In fact, using this device, John and Helen Taylor drove a 100% unmodified Volkswagen Passat TDI 1,621.1 miles and got 84.1 miles per gallon. Remember, that's not a hybrid. There is one catch that I'll explain in a second, but it doesn't change the fact this could save you hundreds of dollars each and every month. Remember, this works on gas-guzzling SUVs. Imagine cutting the gas bill by 38%. That means you're getting over 31 miles per gallon even with the old clunkers. This works on regular old Honda Accords. You can save 44% on your gas with this device. Your miles per gallon can be easily over 59. And this works on hybrids. You can save a whopping 67% no problem. In fact, for fun, these guys had a contest to see who could get the highest rating. The result? Over 137 miles to the gallon in a simple hybrid. The neat thing is, it only takes one little device to get started. But before you see how it works, here's how this little secret was uncovered. After 9/11, it was crystal clear that America has an oil problem. The EIA reports that the U.S. uses something like 18 million barrels of oil per day. That's 756 million gallons of oil, or enough oil to fill up 756,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools with refined gasoline. The biggest reason we need so much oil is cars. They guzzle down a huge portion of it. And since we can't survive without our vehicles, we're stuck paying whatever the rich oil companies ask. They could scalp us on price, and there'd be absolutely nothing we could do to stop it. The fact of the matter is, we're never going to see gas prices under $3. Not only are the oil companies making too much money to ever want to switch, the population in Africa and Asia are demanding more and more oil. But when you've got a family to feed and bills are piling up, it's just plain crazy to get stuck paying hundreds of dollars each month just to get around. Which is why I started hunting so hard to find a way to cut my gasoline expenses. What I found was pretty surprising. There's an entire group of people, guys and gals just like you and me, who have uncovered one simple device that quietly skyrocketed their gas mileage. One Atlanta man used this device in a simple grill change to boost his 2011 Hyundai Sonata to over 43 miles per gallon. Some of them do it for environmental reasons. Others do it because they want America to get weaned off her high oil diet. But as selfish as it sounds, the biggest reason to start using this gas device is the money it can save you. If gas is a reasonable $3.53 and you need 121 gallons a month to get by, which is the average for an American family, you could be saving yourself $2,460.27 a year. Then, if gas prices hit $4.50 a gallon, they're already over $4 in New York, California, and Washington State, and you drive the same amount, you're grabbing yourself an extra $3,136.32 a year. So that's a potential $2,000 to $3,000 per year that you can pocket. I'm sure you can think of a few things to spend that money on. Now, when I first heard about this simple device, there were two big problems that made my scam alarm go off, because honestly, this sounds too good to be true. The first problem in my mind was, if car companies spend billions of dollars and have thousands of engineers trying to squeeze every drop of efficiency possible out of the vehicles, why haven't they found this before? And more than that, how the heck could a couple of fringe motorheads without any formal education uncover some hidden secret professional engineers didn't know about? The answer was actually pretty simple. Engineers have done a dang good job, but they focus on the car alone, not how the driver interacts with the car. But as drivers, you have to deal with traffic, stoplights, and worst of all, other drivers. In simple terms, thousands of engineers are looking at the wrong thing. They designed your car to work great, in a lab. But as soon as you get it on the road, your car stops operating at its real potential. Here's what these underground motorheads uncovered. If you can figure out exactly where your car's sweet spot is, you can unlock its hidden efficiency, which can save you a few $1,000s a year. But here's the problem. Finding that sweet spot can be near impossible to do manually. The fact is, there's just too much going on while you're driving to pay attention to all the factors that go into this sweet spot. That's where this little device comes in. What these fringe motorheads uncovered is a weird little device that can help the average driver make a simple switch in driving habits and boost their miles per gallon by 57% or more. All you have to do is use this little device and let your car tell you exactly how to stay in the sweet spot and get as many miles as possible out of each tank of gas. See, when you turn on this device, you can actually see what's putting your vehicle in lab-level efficiency and what's sabotaging your gas mileage. But here is the second big problem. If automakers know that my car has a simple way of skyrocketing my miles per gallon, why the heck haven't they told me? This answer was a little tougher to accept. It's the catch I mentioned earlier, and the reason why 98% of drivers in America will never be able to use this. The fact of the matter is, car makers have tried to tell us about this, but usually they say it in science speak. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't want anything to do with PSI, RPMs, or any technical mumbo-jumbo. I just want my car to work and to be able to get around as cheap as possible. The car enthusiasts figured out how to maximize gas savings, and they realized it was easy enough for everyday people like you and me to understand, which gives you a shot to cut your gas bill in half. The nice thing about this device is it doesn't take any installation. If your car is one of the makes I talked about at the beginning, you've just got to follow a few simple instructions to get this device working. See, it's really more about using what you've already got installed the right way. That means no tools, no problems with your warranty, and no chance of breaking anything. Plus, since you don't have to add any hardware, your car is still up to the manufacturer's safety standards. But even though this device is simple, it's not obvious. So to show you exactly how to engage this gas-saving device, I've put together an exact blueprint to get you started. It's called Gas Switch, how one little device can save you an extra $893 to $1,913 per year, possibly $3,000 if gas prices are over $4 a gallon. With this system, it not only takes you step by step on how to use the one simple device your car has to boost its gas mileage, it'll also show you a major warning sign that you could be flushing money down the toilet each time you turn on your car. I'll give you a hint. The first place you check is your tires, but do not stop there. Plus, 3 things in your trunk that could be killing your fuel economy. And one ignored gauge that can instantly tell you how efficient your driving is. Not to mention, my favorite trick to harness simple aerodynamics on the highway to get you higher miles per gallon. In case you're wondering, this is not drafting a tractor trailer or anything unsafe. Plus, the transition trick to make your daily drive to work save you gas. This does not mean you have to change your schedule. No need to leave early or late. The one lane never to drive in unless you want to kill your fuel efficiency. And how to use the hybrid fuel-saving secret on your normal gasoline or diesel vehicle. This is single-handedly responsible for a huge part of their gas savings. Along with how to use one trick CleanMPG.com calls rapid timing to keep your gas-saving device running during your whole drive. Plus 9 highway tips you must use if you're planning on taking your car from 25 miles per gallon to 50. Why cruise control could be costing you gallons of gas and what to do instead. The bottom line is, when you let this device start working for you, you can put an extra $1,000 to $2,000 a year in your pocket. Now, full disclosure, I don't sell this gadget. The manufacturer doesn't give me any kickback for telling you about them. But since it can accelerate your gas savings results, I'm including my cheat sheet on how to supercharge your device so you can start saving money right away. This cheat sheet is shaved down to nothing but the critical information, so it's a quick read. Inside, you'll uncover the ultimate fuel-saving setup to put as much gas cash back in your pocket as possible. Plus, which vital page can give you an easy-to-see snapshot of how much money you're saving, or if you've moved into the dangerous driving zone, along with how healthy your car is. Without this, you're forced to guess which can drop your gas mileage through the floor. I also show you which alarm you cannot ignore unless you plan on going back to your old gas-guzzling days and paying an arm and a leg for fuel. Plus, how to install this gas-saving gadget by plugging it into one simple port. It takes less than 30 seconds to do. Now, as helpful as this gadget is, some people want to save as much money on gas as possible. To help you do that, I'm giving away a brand new do-it-yourself bonus guide on how to build your own gas-saving device. Sounds like a hard process, but I've broken down exactly what you need to do to make your own device at home. This guide breaks down the whole process step by step. Sure, it's not pretty like some Harvard lab, but it'll get the job done without spending much money. Heck, you'll be surprised how many materials you can find for free. Once you have this little device up and running, you'll be able to start using less gasoline. But you still need to purchase gasoline for your car, albeit less gas. So for those who really want to maximize their gas savings, I'm going to include another bonus for you here today. The Buy Gas Cheap bonus will show you the secrets of buying quality gas for the lowest prices possible. This bonus alone could save you hundreds of dollars a year. You'll be amazed how much money you can save if you buy gas at the right places on the best days and with the best payment methods. And I'll share the worst ways to buy gas, just to make sure you don't get ripped off by greedy gas station owners. Which leads me to my last bonus guide I'm going to include with the Gas Switch today. This one is a little more controversial, but has the potential to expose some big fat cats that have managed to hide up to now. The Gas Station Rip-Offs bonus guide will expose a lot of big and small companies that have been flying under the radar for years as they overcharge and underdeliver to unknowing customers. These common rip-offs will make your stomach turn as you realize you have been a victim of these unscrupulous tactics in the past. But no more. Now you will be informed and will know what to look for to avoid the common rip-offs that happen every day. Common rip-offs that you probably fell for in the past include why the advertised price on the sign often isn't the price you actually pay, and how to make sure you don't spend a penny more than what you should. Learn why U.S. gas stations would rather sell gas on a warm day than during a cold spell, and how you can pay less regardless of the temperature. And so many other common gas station rip-offs. Now you'll finally have the ability to fight back against high gas prices and start paying less money per gallon. That brings the entire Gas Switch system to 4 guides. But before you get your hopes up about this research, I've got some bad news. This system could cause quite a few waves. After all, big oil companies stand to make quite a bit of money from high gas prices. If you learn how to slash your fuel costs by 50% or more, that can cut into their profits. I'm still not convinced we won't see the oil companies skyrocket gas prices to the level they are in some other countries. Heck, in Norway, you'll pay $9.97 per gallon, and Turkey is $9.98 a gallon. So to help you save money, I've decided to do something a little risky. I'm going to self-publish all this research. Just a warning, though, with the cost of putting something like this together, I can't give it away for free. In fact, it's quite a bit more than you might expect to pay for this type of research. Now, I've got shipping and handling as low as possible. I'm not one of those big publishers who gives away free shipping and then charges you extra for the reports. However, I want to be upfront with you about exactly how much these research reports are worth and how I came up with the price. The value for this guide and each one of the bonus research reports can be broken down line by line like this. The main gas switch guide is worth $49.97. The Build Your Own Device guide will go for $27. The Buy Gas Cheap guide, which could save you hundreds of dollars a year, would run for $29 if sold separately. And the last bonus, gas station ripoffs, will really open your eyes to what's going on. This could be a standalone report at $22 any day of the week. That's a grand total of $127.97. Not bad when you consider you can really stand up for yourself against these ripoffs for less than a month's worth of gas. But still, that price may be a little more than you'd expect to pay for research like this. After all, with the way the economy is right now, some people don't have an extra couple $100 lying around. Not to be personal, but I've got no idea if you can afford something like that. And as your fellow American, I want to help you even if you can't. So I'm going to go out on a limb here. By bundling all the research reports together, instead of producing them separately, I can drastically cut my costs. That means you can get the entire Gas Switch system along with the 3 bonus reports for $49.97. Just the price of the main how-to manual alone. And since I'm self-publishing, I have even more flexibility. So I've decided since gas prices are so high, I'll meet you halfway and cut the price down to $27 for the whole system. I know that's $100 off the original price, but I honestly feel this is important enough to go out on a limb and take a risk. Help me out. Take a look at this system. Click the orange Add to Cart button now. For your information, clicking that button won't charge your credit card. You'll have a chance to review your order in the cart. As soon as you order, I'll get this into the mail as fast as possible. The sooner you order, the sooner you get this gas-saving device working in your car. So if you're ready to find out how to use this often ignored device to save you anywhere from 23 to 57% on fuel, click the orange button below now. By the way, your order will be processed using the most advanced and secure server available, the same kind Amazon, eBay, and banks use. But I realize some people are nervous about purchasing online. After all, there are quite a few scammers out there. Or maybe after buying this system, you remember an important bill you've got to pay and need your money back. Well, if you're serious about using this system to save money on gas, I want to help. Here's a way that might work. What if you could get the system and bonuses free for 60 days before you decided if you want to keep them or not? Is that something you'd be interested in? Well, here's what you can do. Get the guides to check them out. Read them, use the gas-saving ideas, make the small changes needed to start your march toward fuel independence. And if for any reason you need your money back in those 60 days, just send me an email and I'll refund the whole product price. Sure, I mean some people are going to take advantage of me, but honestly, most people aren't in this to scam me out of a simple system. Just to spell it out, here's my guarantee in writing. And where it says no questions asked, it really means no questions asked. You don't have to give a reason for why you don't want the product. There are no loopholes and no restocking fee. Once you send the product back, you'll get a refund for the entire purchase price. And for your information, I'm an official Better Business Bureau member. They've checked me out and cleared me. Honestly, I don't think anyone seriously believes our world is going to go back to the way it was. With jobs being outsourced and money leaking out of the U.S. at an alarming rate, gas prices aren't going back down without a big change. But if you take matters into your own hands, you can make sure that you save as much money on gas as possible. So now it's time to make a decision. If you're happy paying these high gas prices and flushing money down the tube, you should leave this page now. But if you could just save an extra $500 per year, wouldn't it be worth it to take a risk-free run of the system? If you get it and it doesn't work for you, just send it back. You'll get a full refund. It's your decision. Click the button below to continue.